Good evening, everyone. In the last session, we have studied about the looping statements. That is, in a for loop, undo while loop. These are the statements we have studied. So now we are going to the methods topics. So let's we learn the methods. So in C language, we have studied the functions. So in Java, we are going to study about the methods in Java. So let's have a slide information on methods in Java. So a method is a group of statements. So here only we have clearly mentioned that a method is a group of statements. So it is a group of statements. So and a reusability block of code and minimizes the code redundancy and reusability block of code. So it is nothing but we can use the code as usually before like so minimize the redundancy. So it minimizes the code and it gives output. So and a class have multi methods. So here we are creating the multi class names, so multi method, so we are creating the multi methods, not only one method, so we are going to create a multi methods and finally we are giving one the main method. So and again a method returns a null value, a method returns a null value or a value using the return statement. So a method returns a null value, so because null is in a zero we consider as, so our value using the return statement, so it may or may not give the return value. So exactly, so it may or may not return the give the methods using the method. So a method does not return or may or not return the value. So it is about the methods, or you can additionally you can write a method is a named block of code. Exactly, a method is a named block of code which performs a specific task. So because a method is a named block of code, so it is a named block of code which performs only the specific task, which performs the method which performs the specific task, and it may or may not return a value. So because we have discussed about before, so it may or may not return the value method. So this is about the slide information on methods. Let's we go to the method syntax. So there's the method syntax. So you can know by seeing this the method syntax. So public. So we have studied about the public in a modifiers concept. Public is nothing but visible to world. So here clearly I mentioned that it is defines access type of method. So because we have studied there are two types of modifiers. One is the access modifier and non-access modifiers. So in access modifiers we'll get the public. So this is about the public and int. So it is a method return type. So here I have clearly mentioned that return type method may return a value. So this is about the method return. So about the int we are giving to return the value. So and here I have mentioned the name of a method. So in a before program you have created the class name. So class name you have created. So in this while you are writing the method program, here also we have to write the class name. But before instead of writing the class name as usually we have to write the class name, but method name we have to give. So that I have given you have you have give the you can give any name. So method, so method name you can give any name. I have used the one of the YouTube channel has a Edureka, so you can you using the not only giving this name you can give the another name also. So after that if you go to the in brackets if you go the int a and b, so these are we call it as a parameters. So int a and b we call it as a parameters. So a slight information if you go here, so parameters, the parameters list optional, the list of the parameters. So there's the list of the parameters, it is a type or order and the number of parameters of a method. So you can write the a number of parameters. So and this is about the public int edureka int a and b. This is about the information. And when you go to the system.out.println, so I have given the double quotation that is an a plus and plus b. So I have ended this sentence with the double quotation semicolon. So what is this? About this we call it as a method body. So because from here to here we call it as a method body. So the method body defines what the method does with the statements. So this is about the method syntax. So you are observing here the return type. The method returns a value. What is return statement? Let's have a slide information on return type. What is return statement? So if you go to the return statement, so here I have clearly mentioned that The written statement is a control flow statement that terminates the execution of a method and return to the control state caller. So it is a control flow statement. When you go to the control flow statement, we have studied about the returns. What is return we have studied. So it is a control flow statement that terminates the execution of a method and return controls to its caller. So caller you will study in further information. So about the caller, what is the caller and what is the return type call method, ways of calling methods we'll study in further modules. So when return type of any method is void, then the method does not return anything. So what is this? If you write the void in any method, then the method does not return anything. So because when you are writing the void, it does not anything returns. So after that, the written statement is a control statement that terminates execution of a program, that terminates execution of a method and returns to its caller. And when written type of any method is void, then method does not return anything. So when you're writing in a program while you're writing the void, it does not return any value. So for example, you can see here written type of an void as a works is not returning anything because you're writing public. We have studied public, it is access modifier static. So when you're writing the void, okay, when you're writing the void, it does not return any value because we have studied here. So when a written type of any method is void, then the method does not return anything. As usually here we have given the void because it does not return any value. So this is about the return. So when you come to the a small program, so you can observe return type is int. As a I have used the one name as a method name, so returns I, which is often a type of integer. So public class name I have created the demo value. So I have given the int, I have used the method name. It is these are the parameters. And int we have studied the primitive data type, and I is nothing but integer. I'm giving the value as a 0, and I have used the for loop here. So that is I is equals to a, I is less than b, I plus plus, and system dot out dot println, I need the I value I have asked. So but return. So why I have used the return I, because I need the return value I. So I need the value of return I value. So I have given this I value. So this is the main method, public static void main. Further modules you will study the about the program. There's a basic program I'm explaining. So this is the we are creating the object. So object and new object we have created, that is a demo value, and the dv I have given. So new demo I have given to buy what, because we have to create the new object. So what I have given, so int num. So because I am declaring here the parameters value. So because int a I have given the 5, I have, sorry, int a I have given the 2, and int b I have given the 5. So parameters I'm declaring here, that is again I'm giving the system dot out dot println, that is a num. I need the num value here. So what here, when you are running the, when you are writing this program and when you are writing, so the output will be the 7, because we are adding two things here. So that is a 2 plus 5 is equals to 7 we are adding. So we'll get the output. So this is about the written statement. So when you go to the method execution, so this is about the method execution. So when you want to execute the method, so I have created the same as an example. So you can take, I have written the in comments because method demo. So because method demo means nothing but I have given the demo of this program of a method. So I have created the public. So there is a public class. I have created the demo method. So public we have studied about int and add numbers. I am giving the method name. So I have said before itself. So you can change the method name which you are convenient. You can give the method name, not only which I have given. You can change the method name, and I have given the parameters. So in x and y, these are the parameters, and I am saying that. So let's combine the x and y. So do the addition of x and y. So again, there's a this method we call it as a method. So this one method, so you can create the n number of methods, and finally you have to give the one main method, that is a public static void main strings arrays. So I am again demo method, that I have created the object and I have to create again a new object. So that is a new demo method. So after that in so I have given the variable as a and s. You can give anything. So that I am asking 3 plus 4 add. So again system.out.println the output statement addition is plus a and s. That is a 3 plus 3 plus 4 that will get the output. We'll get the output as a 7 when you add the 3 plus 4 when you're running the program after writing. So the first step. So we are starting executing the Java code and the main function is an executing first. So object of a main method is created because here the program checks the method. So there's a sub method we call it as. For example, think that is a sub method, there is a main method. So first it checks the sub method and it comes to the main method and it will check what the parameters value has given, what I have to add. So after that, here I have given statement within main are getting the executed. So these are the parameters. Still, I did not give in installation. Just I have declared the parameters. And when you come to the main method, I have declared here. So that is a 3 plus 4. And here it will do the addition and it will give the output as a 7. This is about the method execution. So we have studied the before. In a written, we have studied the caller. So let's just study this on a caller. So what is calling method we will study? Yeah, ways of calling method. So you can see the Java is calling a method, how it is working and what is meant by calling method. So slightly we'll have information on this. So call by value. So there is only call by value in Java because there does not have any a number of calling the values in Java. There is only one that is call by value. So that is we'll study about the call by value. A slight information. There is a call by value in Java, not call by reference. So there is only one thing that is call by value in Java and not call by reference. If you call a method by passing a value, when you are passing a value, then you are calling the method. It is known as a call by value. The changes has been done in a call method is not affected in the calling method. The changes you can change the any methods on a sub method which you are creating the one sub method on top of the main method. It does not affect the main method. Okay, so this is about the call by value. So when you go to the example here only you can see that. So public same as in a program, there is also public class. I have given the class name as a demo value. So enter data, so I have given the data as a variable. So 50 int operation int a data, so that is in a data into 2 divided by 6, that is a returned data. So I need the data written. So that is again I have go to the main function, that is a public static void main strings arrays. That is an we have to create as well as a object and new object and system.out.println, that is before the value of data is plus data. I have given the output statement and a d dot operation 500. So again I have taken the system dot, there's the output statement, again I have given the output statement. So a slight information on this, there's no two lines. So before operation value the of data is 50. Okay, before here I have given the data as a 50. So after an operation value is the data is 50 output. There is output, you will get the 50. Because when you divide, so int operation in a bracket I have given the int data, and next line when you go to the data is equals to into 2 2 divided by 6. When you do this, when you do the giving the value this formula, the output will be the same. When you are doing a perfect, the output will be, you will get by I am given the value of 150 here. You can change the value and you can check whether it is working or not. This is about the methods. That is a return value and call of call of an method, and what is written statement and what is a method meaning we have studied. So this is about the methods. So and next topic we'll go to the programs of an basic programs of an method.